Hey, hi, hello. Liz here. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Because, yeah. So we are here to celebrate Friends and Phantoms. I have a couple of questions from. Oh, hello. Audio is good. Perfect. Yes, I can hear. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So I have a couple of questions from over on Instagram, and then also if you guys have any questions about the book writing process or about the book itself, then feel free to leave a comment down below. Happy launch day. Thank you. We'll just show that. Hi. Thank you so much, Irene. Yeah. So I thought it'd be fun if we could play some like Matchbox games. So I just have to bring my Steam up and we can play. I was thinking of playing the monster dating one. I always forget what it's called, but I was thinking we'll play that one because it's my favorite game that I've found so far on here. I'm just waiting for it to load. Go. Library. I forget if it's 3 or 4. 3. Or no, 4. Oh. Okay. So I want to share my screen. Present mode. Share screen. This one, share. Okay. So, start. So do we want to play a game first and then do some questions, or questions and then game? Because I am perfectly fine with either one. Okay. I'm also going to go post over on Facebook to let people know that we're live. Questions first? Sure. So we'll make me bigger and the game smaller. We'll just put the game away for now. Okay. So, the first question was, how did you come up with the idea for Friends and Phantoms? So it came from a few different places. The first was growing up, I was a big fan of Ghost Whisperer, and I would watch it every weekend with my grandma, and so that's kind of where the whole like girl able to see ghosts kind of comes from. Claire is very much based on Melinda and what I thought she would be like as a preteen. The character's appearance is based off of a friend of mine, I guess a friend of my husband's and I's, who comes from a similar background. So Claire has a father of color and a mother who is, I think it was Puerto Rican. I could be wrong. And that's the same background as our one friend. And same with like the curly hair and the pale skin and everything. That is all reminiscent of our one friend. A couple of other characters are also based off of some of my friends, actually. So I don't think I can show you the character pictures, but the character of Emily, she's based off of my friend Haley, which is she's visited the channel quite often. We've done a few like live sprints together and stuff like that. Another character who's based off of a real person is actually my mother-in-law. She she actually has two characters who's based off of her. So Joanne, the one character in, or the one kid in Claire's class, is based off of a younger version of Joanne, and then like that's my mother-in-law's actual name is also Joanne. So like she wanted the character to be named after her as well as look like her when she was younger. And then before she requested that, I also based the ghost janitor off of her. So her current appearance is based, yeah, off of my mother-in-law. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here and to have all of you watching and engaging. So thank you so much for coming. Another question that we had. So that's kind of where the idea came from. I also have a few other friends who are based off, like some other characters who are based off of real life people, but those are kind of the two that I drew inspiration from instantly. My brother also requested to be in the book, so he's also a character, Andy. He and Joanne are both characters that Claire interacts with during a class project, so they're both in the story as per request. How long did it take you to write Friends of Phantoms? This is a complicated question. So I originally had the idea for the story back in 2015, but I didn't start writing it as a book until maybe like 2017, 2020, something like that. And then I took a break from it because I wanted to finish The Vampire's Fall and kind of move on from there. I think I finished it just before I started college in 2022, and then took a break to take my classes and then finished it up after graduating in April. So it's a very long-winded answer, but it took a while, a few years at least. It took me like 6 years to write The Vampire's Fall, probably like 4 to write and edit Friends and Phantoms. But yeah. And then the last question I got from Instagram was, when is book 2 coming out? Considering this book just came out today, probably not for like at least a year. If you follow me here on my YouTube channel, then you know that I'm working on the first draft of book 2, and I'm, I think, 6,000 or 8,000 words in, which is only like up to chapter 7. So it's coming. I'm hoping to have the first draft done before the new year, and then all the drafts after that, all the editing and stuff will be a lot easier. But yeah, so earliest would be like January of 2026, I think. But if it does come earlier than that, I will be sure to let you guys know. It doesn't look like we have any questions in the comments, so we will jump into the game. Oh, I'm down here now. Hello. Okay, so we'll play. I don't know if I'm sharing sound or not. Okay, so my phone is in my pocket. Actually, I think I can play on computer. Oh. Okay, so yeah, that should do that. Okay, so all you have to do is go to Jackbox TV. And type in the code GNCA, name this. All right, so now we'll just wait for other people. While we wait, I'll just make myself a bit bigger. There we go. I probably should have had this up before and then answered questions while doing this, but I guess I can talk more about the book. So Friends and Phantoms is a book about a girl named Claire. She's 12 years old, she can see ghosts, and her legal guardian, aka her grandmother, just passed away, and so she's being relocated to live with her, sorry, I had to pick an avatar, to live with her aunt, who she's never met before. Her aunt's name is Cleo, and it's her dad's sister. So Claire has never met any of her dad's side of the family, and yeah, so Claire has to make new friends in a new school, and Claire has a bit of like trauma from past friendships, so it's a bit hard for her to open up to people and be her true self around people and tell them about her secret and everything. But over the course of the book, she's able to open up to Grace and Emily and tell them her secret. Welcome to the game, Max. And yeah, as the book progresses, Claire also makes a few unfriendly people into friends. And then she also has a few not so friendly, not quite enemies, but antagonists in the class. And she is introduced to the Hamilton house through her aunt, who is a event planner, and she's planning to make the Hamilton house into a haunted house for Halloween. Oh, I can't read that small. Welcome, Irene. But yeah, so where was I? So Cleo is making the Hamilton house into a haunted house for Halloween, and so she invites Claire to come along with her to help out and kind of do some like bonding. And Claire isn't quite sure if the house is actually haunted until she witnesses firsthand a ghost in the house and finds out that there are multiple in the house, which is very uncommon. And it sets off the whole story of her trying to figure out why all these ghosts are being drawn into the house. So it's a bit of a like cozy mystery. It's not meant to be like scary or anything. Yeah. So we've got 3 people. So let's jump in. Maybe we'll do this way. There. That way I'm not blocking the screen. Okay. So let's. Where is that? I don't know how to start the game. Oh goodness. This is why I need other people with me. Oh, everybody's in right there. Are you guys able to hear the game? Each night, you'll chat with other players before locking in the one person you want to take back. If that person picks you back, you go on a date and both earn a heart. At the end of the game, the monster with the most hearts wins. Usually. Did I mention you're all secret to monsters? Check your devices now to see your secret. It's very quiet. Okay. I don't know. If I turn up my volume, does that affect anything? Probably not. Let me go into settings real quick. Audio. Let's start chatting with other players and trying to set up dates. You can only send 4 messages each night, so use them wisely. Oh, shoot, the screen's gone. I'm sorry. I was trying to fix the settings. Share screen, window, bring the game back up, share. There we go. So essentially you want to message other people and try and go on dates with them. I need to find my screen. Did I mention that your secret conversations might be seen by everyone during the date? My bad.
Only 20 seconds left. Get those messages in quick. Oh, sorry. Time's up. Now, on your device, pick the one person you hope you're going on a date with today. Well, so much potential for disaster and heartbreak. Okay, let's see who everyone tries to date. And if you don't get a date, don't worry. This is just the first time.
Oh, I'm sorry, Max.
Don't go yet. There's more.
It's okay,
Wow, what an
Max.
exciting first night. It would be weird to have a scoreboard at a dating event, but we do have a scoreboard at this dating event. It looks like you are currently doing best, and you're temporarily in last place. A quick word of warning. Whoever is in the top spot at the end of the second night of dates will have their monster power revealed. And every night after that, we'll do the same for the highest ranking unrevealed monster. Before we move forward, just having 3 players will get old fast. So, yeah, I'm adding a 4th player.
Yay!
Here's how the robot works. The robot loses a heart at the end of every night, but it also gains a bonus heart for every player that messages and tries to date it. At the end of the game, if the robot comes in last place, it fails to understand human emotions and destroys humanity. Don't you hate it when a lovesick robot makes everybody lose the game? I know I do. If you need to read that again, you can always see the monster power rules for a revealed player by hitting the info button on their chat screen.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but we don't want the robot to lose, essentially.
We all know how this works by now. Message away. Hey, if you need to block another player from messaging you, when you hit the info button on their chat screen, you can also find the block button, so you won't see their messages.
I hope everyone's having a good day so far. I'm tired. It's been a pretty long day, to be honest.
Only 20 seconds left. Once again, it's time to pick your date. So, did we learn any useful life lessons the first night? We'll find out. Okay, let's see them.
Oh, brokenhearted.
The robot always randomly picks one of the players that asked it out, and it picked you. Ooh, looks like someone was hoping this date would work out. Let's see if that changed any of the standings. Tiny steps, tiny changes. Don't forget, at the end of each night from now on, the highest ranking secret monster will have their identity revealed. You're in the top spot. see what kind of monster you are. The creep earns a bonus heart for every player they reject, but only on nights they successfully get a date. It can be hard to trust a creep.
Awesome. Awesome. Didn't know that's what my name was a creep, but awesome.
Oh, just an FYI, there's a full moon out tonight. Maybe that affects you. Probably it doesn't. You can double check your monster ID if you can't remember. Check your messages. Oh, a quick word of advice. Sending multiple messages to a player is a good way to let them know you're serious about dating. 20 seconds and counting. All right, it's time to pick dates again.
Okay.
This part really gets the goo rushing through my It's date time.
Oh no.
But everybody ignored the robot. Stay right there. There's more.
That's quite the animation art. I love it.
Let's see if any of that changed the social pecking order. Wow, some serious movement. Don't forget, if the robot comes in last place at the end of the game, everybody loses. So maybe try to throw some love its way if you can. You're the highest unrevealed player, so let's see. Sad people love puppets. The ventriloquist puppet gets a bonus heart every time they date someone that was rejected the night before.
Oh.
Uh-oh, full moon tonight. Message time. We're down to 20 seconds. Once again, it's time to pick your date. I haven't felt this nervous since I ate my food. It's steak time.
Oh no.
Someone else wanted in on that action and failed. We already know how this will go. Play, Gunner.
No.
Let's see what's what now. Well. Something definitely happened there. Let's see what you are. The witch takes a hair from each new player they date. When revealed, which is right now, the witch receives 1 bonus heart for every hair collected. And don't worry, the witch won't collect any more hairs now that they're revealed.
Oh wow. Good job, Irene.
Get to messaging. Just 20 more seconds. All right, it's time to pick dates again. This is the sweet, hopeful part before the subtle. Let's see the date.
Oh no.
Sorry, robot. Wait. Someone's lining up, hoping to be next. Let's see how this works out. If you only get 1 message from someone, they're probably not that into it. Your rejection last night is the puppet's game tonight. Let's see if that changed any of the standings. Definitely saw some movement in there.
Oh
Not to
wow.
bum you out, but I see the robot is in last place and we're dangerously close to the end. It's our last night together. Make it count. And you get 2 hearts for dating tonight instead of 1 because it's such a special night. And there's a full moon. So fun.
Love the lights.
Message time.
last chance. Let's make some trouble. Oh, now. What's
22nd morning. Once again, it's time to pick your date. Let's see those dates. What yonder?
Oh,
Well, that doesn't make any sense to me. Stick around. There's another one for you.
no.
Wait, they used up all their messages and then didn't go out? That's weird. Wait, there's another one.
We all went for the robot.
I don't think I'll ever be that popular my entire life. Let's see the almost final standing. Apparently it doesn't.
Awesome job, Irene. All right, so we'll go back, I suppose. I just want to watch all the characters come on the screen first. The little puppet's so cute. All right, and now we're back to the beginning. Yes. Okay. So, during one of the chats, I was asked to read a chapter from the book. I warn you that I am terrible at reading out loud, so please do not judge me. I'm even worse at reading out loud off of a paper. I'm better at it with like a computer because then I can like highlight as I'm reading. So I don't know how much I'm gonna read, only because like the first chapter doesn't really have any ghosts. You don't really get to the ghosts. Oh, maybe it does. I don't remember. All right, it's 7 pages. Oh gosh. Okay. Bear with me. 10 days. It's only been 10 days since my life was flipped on its head. Staring down at my phone in my hands, I press the home button to light up the lock screen. A picture of my 10-year-old self, arms wrapped loosely around the shoulders of my grandmother, appears. My eyes burn, but I've run out of tears. Claire, my aunt calls from downstairs. It's almost time to go. Coming. The bristles of my newest hairbrush drag through my wild brown curls. They get stuck in a knot. An agonizing sigh passes through my lips. I drop my phone on the bed, gripping the base of my hair in one hand. I pull the brush through with the other. Crack. I cringe. Yet another brush loses the fight. With the brush freed from my nest of hair, I retrieve my phone and head downstairs. On the last step, I bend my knees and jump, landing on the kitchen's brightly white tiles. Aunt Cleo stands at the stove. The unnerving scent of burnt pastry permeates the air. Hungry? She lifts a pancake out of the pan and places it on a plate. Yeah, I mumble, taking a seat at the table. The wooden furniture's furnitures have been sanded and hidden. The wooden features have been sanded and hidden under layers of white paint. It looks clean and polished, but it's still a dead tree. Aunt Cleo places a plate stacked with pancakes in front of me and takes a seat across the table. Her brown curls are much neater than mine, styled in a way that looks like a puffy pillow. Mine is a frizzy mess that falls past my shoulders. She has beautiful almond skin and dark eyes. I have dark eyes too, thanks to my father, but I received my mother's pale porcelain skin. Aunt Cleo's wardrobe reflects her home decor, soft grays with pops of color. She's wearing a baggy gray top and blue jeans, with a yellow waist belt and a necklace with matching hoop earrings. She wore a similar outfit the day Hannah, the social worker assigned to my case, had brought me here. The oddly shaped cakes have crispy edges. My stomach aches for food, but my tongue yearns for Grandma's blueberry pancakes. Those perfect saucers had made every morning sweet and bitter all at the same time. Do you want to talk about it? My aunt's voice makes my shoulders tense. The overly soft tone is something I've gotten far too familiar with lately, thanks to the funeral. Rubbing an escaped tear off my cheek with my wrist, I suppose, man, I suppose I still have a few tears left. I sniffle back a sob, continuing, contain, oh my gosh, containing it deep within myself. Not really. All right, but if you need to talk, I'm here. Thanks. I resort back to mumbles. There's no way there's no way she actually cares. She's his sister. The sister of the man who'd left my mom when she was pregnant. The man who never came back, even after mom died. I didn't know I even had an aunt until less than a week ago. I poke at the pancakes. The amount of food in front of me is enough to fill me just by looking at it. Not that my stomach agrees. I move the food around on my plate before forcing a few bites down. Aunt Cleo stands, retrieving her plate and mine, somehow knowing I wasn't going to finish, and takes them to the compost. I'll drive you to school. I have to work late, though, so I won't be able to pick you up. Do you think you can find your way home? Or I could see if the boy next door would walk with you. They're a sweet family. Home? Really? I've only been here a few days. I'm sure I'll be fine, I say, pushing away from the table to go grab my denim backpack. We head to the car, Aunt Cleo grabbing her purse and portfolio on the way. As I descend the front steps, a door slams nearby. Glancing to the left, I spot the brunette hair of the boy next door. I saw him playing basketball in the driveway when I had first arrived. He jumps off the front porch and nearly falls on his face. He catches himself, scuffing his shoes in amusement. As we're walking along our parallel driveways, his round green eyes lock with mine. He grabs the handles of his bike without breaking eye contact. My knee hits something hard. Pain vibrates up my leg, and I grit my teeth. He looks away, first with a smirk. My face burns at the realization I just walked into my aunt's car. I limp around the front and dip inside before the boy gets to the end of the driveway. And then we have a pretty illustration. Oh, there we go. Pretty illustration. I slump in my seat as the car moves, eager not to be seen. So, what do you do? For work? Aunt Cleo asks. I'm an event planner. I work for the township of Thompsonville. Organize and set up event venues. I nod. That's pretty cool. We turn down a street. It's hard work, but seeing people enjoy themselves at an event is extremely rewarding. This past Valentine's Day, I was in charge of setting up a fantasy-themed scavenger hunt and maze. There were prizes for couples who could complete the maze and find all the stamps from the scavenger hunt. The first couple to finish won a night out with a gift card to the movies and a nice local restaurant. And everyone after them got a bouquet of roses. She lets out a happy sigh as we turned down another street. It was by far my favorite event to date. A smile pulls at my lips. That sounds really fun. I remove my phone from my pocket and press the home button. Grandma's sparkling eyes greet me. People often said I inherited her dark brown eyes, though I always thought hers were more of a light chocolate and mine a dark muddy color. White hair brushes her jawline. Her ivory skin was lathered in sunscreen, and her worn-in blue overalls hang loose off her plump body. My grandma used to say that if you enjoy your job, then you never work a day in your life. There's a brief silence. Your grandmother was very smart. She takes another breath, but this one seems to suck the moisture from the air. Listen, if you aren't ready to go back to school, I understand. No, I need the distraction. Honestly, I'm okay. I've done my grieving. My chest tightens from the lie. 10 days. Grandma lying in the apple orchard, the ladder next to her, flashes before me. No, I squeeze my phone. Pink rosy cheeks, sparkling eyes. That's what I want to remember. Aunt Cleo would have turned around. Aunt Cleo wouldn't turn around and leave me at the house, right? I'd much rather face a school filled with new people than be alone with my thoughts. The skin of Aunt Cleo's forehead tightens from her pinched brows. If you say so. We pull into the parking lot after our 4-block drive. The house address in my phone. The house address in my phone, so I shouldn't have to confront the neighbor boy about escorting me home. Not that I want to see him again after our staring contest. I'll have to get a rematch and win fairly. No way I was taking a pity win. Butterflies attack my stomach. I take a deep breath, hoping that as air fills my lungs, the pressure will suffocate the fluttering creatures. Letting it out in a gust, I open the door. Wait. I look at my aunt. She offers a warm smile, but her brows are still pinched. Have a good day. You too. I slide out of the passenger seat and head into the one-story school. The hall is wide with doors lining each side. My tongue swells, feeling far too big for my mouth. Spotting a janitor mopping, I walk over to her. The older woman's dark, white, streaked hair is pulled up into a high bun. A wrinkle-free purple shirt and dark black pants hang loosely on her petite frame. A group of girls stand nearby, chatting and giggling. I clear my throat, focusing on the adult. Excuse me, could you show me to the office? I'm new. Both the janitor and the group of girls look at me. The girls all give me the same confused look, whereas the janitor looks shocked. The woman's soft, kind voice is almost hard to hear. Down the hall to the left. That way, one of the girls chimes in, pointing in the direction the janitor had said. She has a buzz cut and chestnut skin. She places her other hand on her hip, on the hip of her bright blue jeans, which have a white floral top tucked into them. A black shawl serves as sleeves for what must be a tank top, and a matching belt hugs her waist. Her clothes look form-fitting and very uncomfortable. Also, she's the only preteen I've ever seen wear eyeshadow or mascara. Thank you. Yeah, whatever. The 3 girls walk off. One of them passes through the janitor as they head down the hall. Did you see her hair? The whisper echoes off the walls of the empty corridor. My chest tightens more. The butterflies must have died because nausea plagues my stomach. When the trio is out of earshot, I focus on the janitor again, ignoring the urge to comb my hair into submission. How'd you die? Accident at work. She leaned against the mop, as if a post, and folded her hands atop it. She rests her chin on her hands. Her smile doesn't falter, and even her eyes are gentle despite the creases around them. Now run along or you'll be late. I turn to head towards the office, waving over my shoulder at the ghost janitor. Thanks again. As I walk away, the janitor returns to mopping. And that's the first chapter. Oh my gosh, imagine if I was muted during all of that. Oh man. Thank you for reading to us, Bravo. No problem. Thank you for requesting it. I made a few little hiccups, but it was pretty good, all things considered. So, do you guys want to play another round? Do you have any questions about the book, or should we call it a night? I'm good with whatever. I will need to disconnect at 6:30. I'm guessing you're an hour behind, possibly? Just because for where I am, it's 7:18 right now, so I'm guessing that where you are, it might be 6:18, maybe, mayhaps. Which at any rate, like, we played around, I read a book, I answered some questions, so like I'm fine whenever other people are fine. I also have to go eat dinner, so I think we might end it here unless anybody has any other questions. But yeah, again, Friends and Phantoms is officially released. Central Time, yes. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to share some logistics on my end, so let me see if I can find them. Oh, I have to log back into Ingram Spark real quick. So Ingram Spark is where I published the books, like the hardcover and the softcover, and then the ebook is published over on KDP, which is Amazon's publishing service. I was trying to publish it on both because normally you can publish it through KDP and through Ingram Spark, and they'll just like mesh together. And if you order it through Amazon, then you'll get like the Amazon copy, and then if you order anywhere else, you'll get the Ingram Spark copy. But it seems that it doesn't do that anymore, so all of the copies are Ingram Spark copies, which is fine. So far, the numbers haven't changed since earlier today, but we have 15 copies sold of the hardcover of Friends and Phantoms and 12 copies sold of the paperback. And then I need to go to KDP. I think there was only one sold of the ebook, but I'm just going to double check that right now. Reports. Yeah, so far one copy sold. So that's really fun. I just wanted to share that because I feel like that's a fun little like behind the scenes that some people don't really share on release day, and I thought it'd be fun to share that, share my excitement about, what was it, like 20 something copies sold? 25, 6, 7, 8. 28 copies. Yeah. All right, so I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining me and for playing a game with me and listening to me struggle to read. It was really fun, and I hope that we get to do this really soon again. I'm hoping that the second book for Friends and Fandoms will come out sooner than in a year and a bit, but if I have anything coming out sooner than that, I will be sure to keep everyone posted on Instagram, Facebook, and here on YouTube. So thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!